Hi, everyone. I'm Illena Armstrong, president of the Cloud Security Alliance, and we're so happy to have you here for our Global AI Symposium, our 3-day virtual event, where we're covering everything AI. And for this first day, we definitely had a stellar lineup of experts to really showcase some of the risks, some of the challenges, and some of the solutions that we need to sort of think about going forward as AI is just on this crazy development track. The trajectory with which these advances are being made is just crazy. So one thing I think we can take away from today's talks is that AI safety, security, ensuring that there's no bias, all of these things swarming around AI definitely requires participation and investment from us all. And so that's one of the things that CSA is absolutely committed to doing, and that is creating this sort of consortium or this global collaborative whereby we all are working together to really address AI safety needs, generally speaking. And I just wanted to get into it a little bit. I certainly, despite the decrease in private investment in AI companies and technologies, we're certainly seeing quite a huge investment in just generative AI solutions generally, where organizations are really leveraging them internally. They're looking to use them for various functions across their enterprises. So that's definitely increasing. And then there's also sizable fundraising rounds that have been had by the likes of OpenAI, Anthropic, Hugging Face. And so investment is continuing to grow. And it's certainly the private sector is definitely building some quite noteworthy machine learning models, that is. And then you're seeing this partnership between the private sector and academia as well, which is resulting in the release over the course of this last year of other sort of notable ML models. And I should say that we're taking this from Stanford University. They do an artificial intelligence index report, and I find it really robust. This one that they just released in 2024 is probably their most comprehensive, and I do include a link to it, and I suggest that beyond our research artifacts and assets, I think we've released 11 now, which is probably some of the more well, I think it is quite high compared to other organizations in the space. This one is really informative, so I encourage you to check it out. It covers a range of topics having to do with generative AI and AI generally speaking. But one of the things that they did note is that organizations are embracing AI. They're using it at least across one function. And I should say this isn't from Stanford. This is from McKinsey, which I also quote quite often. And they're using it across the organization, one function or more. We're definitely seeing cybersecurity departments leverage AI, generative AI, and also AI-based cybersecurity solutions that allow them to be much more nimble and really safeguard their organizations. The other thing that has come up is this sort of, we've heard discussion in the industry about whether or not AI will really help workers. Is it going to displace workers? What's going to happen? And I think we all can agree that absolutely we need to ensure folks have the appropriate training and the knowledge they need to use AI. And we're seeing that as these companies definitely leverage AI, allow their teams to use it, they're able to more quickly finish tasks, and many of the outputs are better. But at the same time, researchers are also suggesting that there needs to be, a proper oversight and planning in place so that that higher level performance isn't degraded. And that seems to be championed by a number of organizations. And I've actually called some of these items out. Certainly, according to the McKinsey report, there is concern that executive leaders don't fully understand the value of generative AI. They also find that the organizations, just generally speaking, might be a bit ill-equipped when it comes to, guidance about usage, and also about developing a roadmap for how the organization intends to leverage AI going forward. According to our own research, however, we're definitely seeing that cybersecurity folks, executive leaders, are going to adopt generative AI solutions. They feel that they have a pretty strong, at least half have a pretty strong usage strategy. And there's little concern about their roles being replaced. But with that said, there will training for executives, for boards, and for the technical lot will be needed going forward. And that's especially true as bad actors, of course, leverage generative AI and other AI solutions to increase their attacks, increase the complexity of the attacks. And so it's important that we prepare. So that's where our AI safety initiative comes into play. And we talked a bit about the mission in the past. We launched this back in December, as you well know. We have close to 2,000 volunteers from the industry working with us. This is really a vendor-neutral collaboration on a global scale, whereby we are having all of the major LLM model frontier organizations, their executives, cloud providers, given they're providing the conduit through which we're using AI, the enterprises these service providers actually cater to, and then all of the different government agencies, associations, and other nonprofits. All of these people from these different types of organizations are coming together to really ensure that we're creating very strong frameworks, best practices, guidance, and then also helping us to develop attestation or certification for service providers and enterprises, as well as training and certification for professionals at all levels. And in fact, we're in a number of different conversations with potential partners about that. And the way we've structured this is, through that executive committee that has all of those major players involved, represented, everyone from, OpenAI to Alibaba to, CISA, you name it. We have a number of different constituents who are really represented and very invested in helping us move forward. And make sure that we're really tackling all of the myriad challenges that come with AI usage. And then the research and the global chapters, our working groups and our global chapters also are working together to sort of address all of these different pillars, if you will, under which we're taking on these different deliverables here. Some of these have already been released. By the end of the year, we'll definitely be having some very critical content for peer review and other announcements, and I'll be going over that in my day 2 opening talk tomorrow. But I just wanted to give you kind of an overview and a heads up on some of the overarching deliverables now, kind of where we're seeing some of the concerns from the industry when it comes to AI and how it's evolving, how quickly it's evolving, and what that means for you getting involved with CSA. The bottom line is we're all on this journey together. And what we, as this longstanding 15-year-old vendor-neutral nonprofit, what we're trying to do is bring everyone together to really address these needs and work with global entities to do so. So I welcome you to reach out to me, drop me a line. If you have some ideas after you check out the content on our website, I welcome the conversation. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed our first day, and I definitely look forward to seeing you tomorrow and even on the third day. So thank you all for joining us.